Let's talk to John Dunn, Director General of the UK Vaping Industry Association, because apparently people are not vaping as much as they used to, and they're talking about the bubble bursting or the puff of smoke disappearing, whatever it is. John, very good morning to you. Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you there.
Oh, so morning, Mike. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much indeed. The story I'm looking at here says the popularity of disposable e-cigarettes has fallen ahead of a UK-wide ban on their sale on the 1st of June. Why do you think that's happening?
Well, there's a couple of things at play. First of all, the mixed messaging that people are getting from both the media and the government around the relative safety of vaping, you know, is not good, and people are confused. But also the industry has already started to transition away from disposable vapes anyway into more reusable models. So it doesn't surprise me that the number of disposables, or number of people using disposables, has gone down.
Okay, and what about pricing? Because I mean, we're hearing this morning all about prices of everything going up. I mean, is it inexpensive or more expensive now to vape?
Well, it's probably slightly more expensive to vape, but not a lot. I think what's really going to hit vapers is when the government slaps on a huge tax on vaping in October 2026, like they're planning. That's going to have a huge effect, and going to really affect those that are on low incomes that, you know, really need to come off smoking the most.
Yeah, I mean, there's always this argument, isn't there, about if you don't smoke, you shouldn't, but if you do smoke, you should vape. Basically, that seems to be the message, doesn't it? Absolutely,
and nobody who doesn't smoke should be vaping. But what we've got to remember, and this is the message that's getting lost, is that vaping has been the most successful way that smokers quit smoking, which kills 220 people every day in the UK.
Yeah.
And that message is really getting lost in, you know, the fact that, you know, young people are experimenting with this product. Absolutely, we should be, you know, cracking down on the underage sale. It's already illegal for anybody to sell these products to anybody under the age of 18. But frankly, the fines that are being handed out to retailers that break that law is ridiculously low.
Right. And the other problem, I suppose, is that if you've got a mixed message, which you have in the end, I mean, it's not your fault that there's a mixed message, but on the one hand, if you say to people, if you don't smoke and you don't vape, don't start vaping, that's going to kind of suggest to people that it's probably quite dangerous to vape as well. So therefore, if they're smoking, they might say to themselves, well, might as well carry on smoking then.
Well, and that's the problem. One of the things that the government should be focused on is educating people on the facts. And, you know, people like to use nicotine. They smoke. That's why they smoke, is to get that nicotine. So if there's a safer way to do it, then they absolutely should be encouraged to do that. Whether it's vaping, whether it's patches, gums, it doesn't matter. But that's why we know that smoking kills, vaping doesn't. And that's why it's important to keep that message in front of people.
And when the ban comes in on the 1st of June, will disposable e-cigarettes and vapes disappear, or will there just be a black market for them?
I think there's going to be a huge black market, because one of the problems is that the government hasn't banned the importation of these products. I've told countless ministers over and over again. So it's going to be strangely legal to import these products into the UK, but not to sell them at retail. How's that going to work out?
Yeah, it's not going to work out well, as ever. John Dunn, thank you very much indeed, Director General of the UK Vaping Industry Association.